can I love like you?
Thank you.
Oh my God. We're just in the back, like, how is that even possible? What? We love you. What'd you think? That was ridiculous, right?
So I'm going to move along because I can just sit here all day and just sing Peter's amazing praises. But we had a studio session earlier today, a Studio Milwaukee session where we performed for some of our supporters as well, and it was just the amazing spirit that overwhelms this room when sound comes out of your mouth is just, it's so overwhelming. Thank you for sharing your gifts with us.
Thanks for having me.
So we wanted to just ask a few questions to Peter. You know, talk to him about the amazing stuff that he does, his career, especially any different paths that he followed, specifically from the same age that a lot of you guys are. So as we're asking him questions, if there's anything that you guys want to know, if there's anything that pops up in your head, all you gotta do is shoot your hand up. Doesn't matter if we're in the middle of a question or not. I'll see it and we'll make sure we call it so you can get your question answered, okay? Cool. So Peter, can I call you Peter? As if I haven't been doing it all day. Most of our guests here are in high school, and they're here because they have either a following passion, concentration, or an interest in music. And you yourself were also one of these teens at one point. So can you please paint a picture for our guests about what it was that you were doing at their age, whether it was musically or otherwise, that led you to where you are now?
Ooh, that's a good question. Actually, I was in high school. Okay, so we can start from here. So growing up, I grew up with music all around me, from my father, my brother. We were always doing things like we were in a band, my brother and I, we were in a band. I was in an a cappella group in high school. I went to performing arts school.
Ooh, a performing arts school, you say? Something light.
Yeah. So I went to performing arts school in Newark, New Jersey, called Arts High. And over there, it was, I guess, dealing with the challenges of the city. We all we had was our expression, of course, which was cool because we were going to a performing arts school anyway. But I was trained classically, so there we were doing classical music. I started writing when I was, 15? I think I was about 15. But I think I started playing guitar when I was senior year in high school, like the end of senior year. And I was just kind of submerging myself in music.
Yeah.
At home, you know, there was this phone app called U-Loops or Pocket Band. It doesn't exist anymore, but it was like recording music on your phone. So it was like everything was from scratch. We had to put in each piece and stuff. So that was definitely fun.
And you doing that from 15, 17?
I started doing that when I was like the beginning of high school. So like,
nice.
You know,
We got any 15-year-old songwriters out here today?
Any 15-year-old
there you
songwriters?
go.
Okay, yeah, person, amazing.
You know, I started writing music when I was 8.
Wow, that's amazing.
I wrote music for my dolls.
For your dolls.
I did. I had a doll.
What was your first song? And to
I wrote
which
a
doll?
song for my. So here's the thing. My dolls were a group like SWV, but it was SKV.
Ooh, okay.
Oh.
Yes. So I had a bunny named Sarah, so that was the S.
Okay.
I had a Kenya doll, so that was the K, and I had a Cabbage Patch Kid doll named Violet, so that was SKV.
Let's go.
Yes,
let's go.
their first slam hit was called Hip Hop Bunny. Get into it.
Hip Hop Bunny? Is that what you said?
Hip Hop Bunny.
Okay,
yes.
well, you have to bring that back,
And you did all
okay?
3 parts too, right?
Yeah. We need to hear that next lab. I'm holding you to that.
I got you.
I have a question for you. Did you have any key influences or moments that made you want to pursue music professionally? Was there like a switch where you were like, okay, I want to do this in this way, or did it just kind of unfold for you?
Ooh, well, it kind of unfolded for me. There are definitely influences. Again, going back to my childhood and watching my dad perform on stages and him traveling the world, that was definitely something I looked up to my father at that time. Like, and it was great to see that, and that was that role model for me. But I think at some point, I kind of just didn't want to do it. And then after high school, I think it was college, was when it really started unfolding and having its own life in mind. So it was kind of...
At first, you didn't want to do it because your dad was doing it. You were like, I'm doing something else. But yeah.
No, it was interesting, you know, watching him and watching the ups and the downs, and it's just like, I don't know if I want to do the downs. I like the ups, but I don't like the downs.
Yeah.
But
how did you decide, like when you saw the downs, what made you decide to keep going? Just because of how much you loved it, or what was kind of that? Or you were just pulled towards it?
Just because well, music for me is, I like to call it my sixth sense. So for me, music is just, I breathe music. So it was kind of easy for me to do it just because I've always been doing it, and it's something that is embedded in me. So even if I wasn't doing it professionally, I would still be doing it.
Yeah.
So it was...
That's one thing I love about music the most. Like, whether you choose to pursue it professionally or whether you just choose to incorporate it in your life, it's such a beautiful thing to be able to experience and to be able to do. So I'm glad that you chose it, and it's safe to say it chose you back. Yes. You know, what's funny, Peter is such a poised person, but he has admittedly said that he often finds himself shy. And I can imagine that also carrying over in some of your performance experiences, especially when you were just starting out, especially when you were a teenager. I know some of our audience members might have some struggle with stage fright or trying to get past that hurdle of getting over their fears when it comes to getting on the stage or doing. So wondering if you have any experience with getting over creative blocks or performance anxiety, or any tips for that. Just a couple of things.
Oh...
Or do you just like play through it? That's also a thing too.
I mean, that does happen, but since I grew up extremely shy, and I think when I started in church. I guess you could say I started in church, singing on the praise and worship team with people who are like so much older than me, and I'm like, you know, standing in front. But I was not the type of person who would be in the front and just want to be there. But it's so funny that time kind of just played a big role in that. And just the more I practiced and the more I got on stage, when I was in a band with my brother, it was easier because I had other people to rely on beside me. I had the band members and everything. And when I was in an a cappella group, same thing, having the other three of them. And it was easier to do that. But like when I started going on my own, per se, it was much harder.
Yeah.
Because now it's just me. Especially if I don't have my guitar, that's like, oh, real scary moment, you know. So it's kind of that thing where I just kept practicing, and over time it just, because I still get nervous, I still get anxiety and everything, but just time, and just keep going, keep pushing yourself, and.
I think eventually too you learn to live with it. You know, the greatest of musicians, people who've been doing it for decades, still find themselves getting nervous. But just being able to take that energy and turn it into something to just fuel what you got going on, it turns into energy. And what's the other word I'm looking for?
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like even ironically,
I think so.
The stage became home to me, which is funny. It's funny, like, oh yeah, now I can actually go on stage, and even before I get on the stage, I'm like nervous, but then when I get on stage, I'm like, oh, I feel like this is home. So it kind of goes away a little bit.
I also always say that when you're nervous, it just shows that you care. You know what I mean? It's because you care, you know, and you love it, and you want it to be, you know, something that you're sharing. You want it to be real for the people. You know,
adrenaline. That was what I was looking for.
Adrenaline.
I was cracking my brain.
You're excited. But yeah, like Peter said, it's like once you step on stage, I feel like a lot of that goes away. And also though, like it might not go away right away. You know what I mean? Like, so the first time I ever performed on stage, I was 7, and I sang at my school talent show. And I actually peed on my pants. Peed in my pants on stage. But no one really knew because I was wearing black pants and we were good. There was like a little puddle on the stage at the end. But, you know,
I've had... Music Lab exclusive. We've never heard this story before.
You know, go to the bathroom before you go on stage. No, but, you know, I've had a couple moments in my journey where I've had some sort of like embarrassing performance, or I've had a moment, you know, working with someone in the industry where maybe I didn't do my best, or like I thought I did do my best and I was myself, but maybe I didn't get the feedback that I wanted. And for me, you know, the choice to keep going after things like that came from just trusting that, like, you know what, if I just believe in myself and love who I am, like, I can get through anything. Did you ever have experiences like that where, you know, you either had a performance that made you doubt, or and how did you keep going?
Absolutely. So many of those, actually. And one of the things is because I get shy, or because I would get shy or nervous or anything, what used to happen was I would shake, and like I would just shake uncontrollably. So if I started to sing, I would have to like try to mask it. Well, the masking happened afterwards because I learned to mask it, but I would have to mask it with like techniques and runs and everything like that just so I can get past. But it's funny that like I you know, like I said before, it's time really took control over that. But one thing that was told to me was, and I've always remembered this, I always will remember this, it's like when you do a performance or whatever you do, it's not what you do if you make a mistake right then and there, it's what happens afterwards, what you do afterwards. So if you make a mistake, or like if I were like to shake so mad it just throws my voice off, which happened often, it was the recovery that makes the bigger difference than the mistake itself. So I think during the years, after hearing that, during the years, I would just practice recovery and recovering, and just it, you know, that got a mind of its own, and now I can recover after things much easier, so people don't see the mistakes. You know?
I hope y'all pockets are empty, because you know I'm need them to pick up all these gems he dropping. Yeah, clap it up, clap that up. That was good. So,
Yeah,
if
I
you
love
guys
that.
know,
I love
today's theme that we were focusing on is music composition, and it was no better than to bring a music composer and musician and singer himself and to better demonstrate what that is. I know we have a lot of variety of talents and songwriters out there in the audience, and just wanted to talk a little bit about your music composition experience in case it can give any insights to some of those who out there are looking for some advice. So what would you say is your favorite practice or method when it comes to creating your original music?
Favorite practice?
Or a common practice?
Or common practice. Well, a lot of times melodies come first, so I'm always pretty much thinking of melodies or hearing melodies. But I would say a common practice. Just allowing myself to be inspired, because I can understand a lot of times being that, you know, it's being blocked or feeling like I'm blocked, but allowing myself to be inspired, or like just like probably like getting away for a second and just being like, and just listening. Maybe, you know, in New York, there is the public train system. And growing up, I always would love the sound of the train, but like, not just the, you know, train sound. There's a train sound where the tracks would, you know, when the train was leaving the station and they would go on the tracks, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. And like, there's this sound that would, this like squeak and squeal that the train would make, and it would soothe me very much so. I was like, I can't do it right now, but it would hit like, and then it goes, like, and it's just like
Finding music and everything.
right.
Yeah.
So hearing that would help me. So kind of just allowing myself to. But you know, even if I hear a word or like trying to see how something. A melody that already exists and try to remix that, you know.
I love that.
Gotta find
You
that.
know, I'm all about that, the free
Oh,
mixing.
yeah. Remix. What is your process? So you said, you know, melodies come first, usually.
Usually.
Is it often that it'll be melodies to guitar and melody to lyrics, or is it melody, lyrics, bring it to guitar, create a whole song, or what's kind of the process, and obviously it changes every time. What do you notice is kind of the thing you fall into most?
Yeah, they're kind of all different. Like if I have a guitar in my hand, I'll probably just come up with a melody, or like I'll just do the melody on there. So a lot of the time when I first, when I was first starting out on guitar, I would always have the guitar with me so that I could just go right into it. But a lot of times I hum it in my head, and I have to have a recorder because then I will forget, or I'll have a dream and hear a song.
That's cool.
Yeah, right. The dreams are tricky though, because like sometimes I'll get a dream and I'll hear a song, but I hear somebody else singing it. So it's just like, but that may be a song for me to sing, but I'm like,
You're like, am I stealing the song
Right,
from my
right,
dream,
right.
from my dream friend? Is that
I'm like-
copyright infringement?
and then I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna record that now. I wake up and I'm like, I've never heard that song before, and that friend of mine that sang it, that's not their song. So like, what? And then I'm like, dang, I was supposed to record it. So, but then sometimes words actually do come first. I'll get a line, like a song I wrote called Sunshine. You lift up the sunshine over the darkness. That whole line came at once. And I was in a stairway, and I think still have it on the live on the Facebook.
What does it sound like? Can you show us right now what that sounds like?
What's this?
Yeah.
Sure.
You lift up the sunshine over the darkness. One of them rolls over, one of them will fade away.
And then that was that.
So
yeah.
effortless.
And then-
Gosh.
Don't you doesn't time just like stop? Like the moment he starts playing, I feel like it's like zoom. And like everything starts floating and you forget where you are.
And it's hilarious too because he has such a deep and commanding voice, so you're already listening to what he's talking, but you don't even expect to get lifted. You lift up the dark. You're just like, oh, I love it. I love
I
it.
actually want to ask you one quick question about the technical skill and how you became. So I know you studied classical voice in high school. Can you tell them a little bit about how that influenced you as a singer?
Yes.
And also, if you studied jazz or kind of the other things like technically that you studied that sort of made you the musician that you are today.
Sure.
Okay. So classical music was high school. Hearing the different pieces and everything, the intricate just designs of the music in classical music, it was enough to like teach me. Like I learned the chromatic scale is one of the things I do all the time. I learned that in high school in the classical training, so that is one of the things that shaped who I am as an
Solid
artist.
foundation.
Right. Yes. Good thing you said that, because classical music definitely has been a foundation for me vocally to keep my voice so strong, kind of give me longevity as well. So jazz is something I always heard, but I would hear the instrumentals more than I would hear like jazz songs with singing. So I kind of studied or like heard instruments more than voices. So those were like for instance, yeah. And let me see. Gospel was a big influence, I guess, growing up. Reggae, because my family's Jamaican, so we have reggae, gospel reggae. We had dance hall, all types of, all the music, ska. So there was that, and then I think at a certain time I started on different cultures like Indian Carnatic music, Arabic music,
Would you mind singing the chromatic scale quick for them? Do you guys know what the chromatic scale is? Yeah? Some of you? Yes? Okay, well, if you know it. Like, okay, yeah, because I feel like you might not know what that is.
So regular whole tone scale. But there are all those extra notes in between.
Like that.
And then it's good. Yeah, that's the chromatic. So it's do di re mi fa fi so si la li ti do ti te la le so se ma mi me re ra
Come on.
Thank you.
I know if you were in
That's
Mr.
a
Roberts
high
class,
key.
you know that's Soulfish.
That's a high key.
So I think it's really awesome how you are able to take inspiration from anywhere. You are obviously a very creative musician when you compose and when you sing. I don't know if you guys all saw on our Music Lab page we reposted. Oftentimes Peter will take something that's coming up for him, like if he's going to a specific place to play a concert, he'll do a little ditty for that on his guitar and sing it on his Instagram page. It was funny. I'm going to say the story. I brought him some water earlier, and it was water in a can. He just started saying, water in a can. It was just really cool. So I was wondering if you could...
Yeah, we're
super...
putting you through it today.
Right. So I thought it would be fun if we can do some live or some real-time music composition, and somebody can give us a word from the audience, and you can make up a small little ditty about whatever that word is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will try.
Yeah.
Yay.
So who can give us a word?
That you want to hear Peter makes a little song about.
Shoe.
Like
Shoe.
shoe?
Like the ones you wear on your feet?
Like one shoe?
Yeah.
Like just one shoe.
You can make them shoes if that makes it
That's like,
easier.
you know,
Yeah.
one shoe's kind of lonely little shoe. You gonna have his other shoe.
Hold on. I gotta get them. You can talk amongst yourself. I gotta get them.
Yeah.
All right. What's one more word that we can maybe incorporate?
Yeah, let's
into
give us
the
another word too.
creativity.
Huh? Bazooka. We got shoe,
Bazooka.
creativity, or bazooka.
Shoe.
Whichever strikes tickles your fancy.
What were they? Shoe what?
Shoe, creativity, and bazooka.
And you can pick one. You can combine them. We didn't tell Peter we were doing this, by the way. We're just.
Had it.
My shoe. Ooh, my shoe. Try to let my creativity flow. So I can let my soul go. So I can give all I have to give. Shoot it out like a bazooka. I'll try to let you know how I feel so you can be in my my shoe. My shoe. I don't know.
I want to wear those shoes. Okay? Give it up for the house, everybody.
It's been a minute.
I want that song.
Okay?
My shoe.
I'm going to go rip it off the audio from the Facebook. Okay.
Right.
Anyway.
Yeah, everyone needs to make some TikToks with my.
This-
What's it called? My shoe. I like that.
Yes.
My shoe.
Does anybody have any questions for Peter?
I'm gonna bring the mic around. Now's your chance. Any question about technicality, musicality? You got one? Okay. And you can say your name and what high school you're from too.
I'm Emery. I don't go to high school, so. But my question is, how did you develop your falsetto and staccato so nicely?
Okay, so I love yodeling. Yodeling has been a really good help for me, but practicing in falsetto a lot definitely helped for me. When I was younger, as a child, we had lighter voices, and so in order to sing those same parts again, as an older person after puberty, it was kind of hard. So having, just singing in falsetto really did help. So I would say singing in falsetto more and more, and kind of just doing vocal exercises in falsetto. Everything that you do in voiced, doing in falsetto to kind of like build that. And like even so, if your falsetto goes to a low spot, like staying there, but not like letting it crack a little bit to kind of see where it is, and like you know what I mean, like trying to stay right there to kind of build that lower part of the falsetto, and then do the same with the higher, without ruining the technique, of course. But I would say that's a way to do it. And yeah, scales. If that does that answer? If that answers, yeah.
I mean, I'm learning right now too. I'm like, okay, God. Oh, here I am.
Like
What
you're
is
behind the
happening?
mic.
Here I am. Okay, we gotta maybe say your name and how old you are.
I'm Ursula. I'm 14, and you play guitar really cool. Do you have any advice? I'm trying to learn guitar.
Okay. Advice on guitar. Practicing helps, but like choosing the specific, I want to say guitar players who you look up to, and trying to mimic those on guitar, and just don't be afraid to like keep, doing what you're doing. Like, how do I want to say that? Well, in practice, you just do it over if you get it wrong. So doing that, but practicing the more intricate ones, and it's kind of like building on it, and don't get mad or don't get, or like even when you get mad, just keep going, because that kind of builds it for you. I started in high school, but I did not become as fluid or fluent on guitar until in church they would have us playing all the time, or they would have me playing all the time. And at the time, I was the only musician, so we had to rely on me to do everything. So like I had to do the drums and everything. So that helped build me, and then we had to learn a new song every week.
Sound like a black church.
Right. Just like, yeah, we're gonna sing this song. I was like, why is it so hard? But those built to where I am right now. So
More
just
foundation.
don't despise those. Yeah,
I love
foundation.
it. Love it. Cool.
That word again.
Well, we're going to take time for one more quick question so that we can have time to transition to our next port. And I think we have the mic already here.
My name is Mala. I'm also 14. How long did it take you to like get good at guitar?
Oh boy. Oh gosh. I don't know how to put that one. Okay, so I'm self-taught
Yeah.
on guitar.
That's what's up.
Oh gosh, I don't want to say that. Like when you say good. No, I know.
I think what Peter's probably trying to say is he's still a student of this thing. And
Yeah.
he loves where he sounds. We love where he sounds now, but he still considers himself a novice or like a student of music in life. So he's always ever learning, even though he sounds absolutely amazing.
And good is
That's it right
relative in
there.
the sense of, I think good comes from the soulfulness, the feeling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you don't have to be so technically good to be good from this, just the sense of you're connecting with people and you're connecting with yourself. Like even if you only end up playing, not only, but if you decide that you're going to play guitar alone in your room and that's what you choose to do with guitar and music for the rest of your life, like if it makes you feel good, then you're good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I was
absolutely.
actually going to say, like, I thought that I was good, And I think at the time it was, I just had that, and that was good to me, and I kind of built off of that. So because I wasn't hearing everybody else, I wasn't looking and saying, oh, I'm comparing myself to other guitar players. So I was good enough to like get to that point where I'm still going until I got to the place where they, you know, it built me, you know, where we had the foundation, of course. But before then, I thought that I was good, so that was good for me, you know.
And look where you are now. Amazing. Cool. So Peter is obviously going to stick around and hang out with us. So if you guys have any more questions for him towards the end of lab, you can hang around. You can ask him yourself in person. But right now we want to make sure we have time to get you guys up here on stage. So let's please give one more round of applause for Peter Collins. Cool. So you can get yourself comfortable. We're going to unplug him now, Lodi. Good. Cool. Yeah. So now, what we're going to do is Peter is going to come out to the audience, and we're going to start welcoming our students up for our teen open mic. So if you're not familiar with this, once a month, everybody signs up to demonstrate any particular gift that they like to in music, whether it's guitar, whether it's singing, whether it's a beat that they made, whether it's a rap, anything you can think of. And everybody comes up here, and then our guest for the month gives them specific feedback on their art. And I just want to set the precedence by reminding you that every single person that steps on this stage is a star. And they deserve to be treated as such, so we're not going to have any kind of situations where they're going to be made to feel less than. You got me? You feel my drift? All right. Treat them how you would like to be received as well. I know I'm a star, so that's how I'm trying to say. You know, that's how you have to carry yourself. Everybody that gets up here is going to be welcomed and supported and warm. So we're going to move on to our very first act, which is Elliot Payne. Give it up for Elliot, guys.
Ooh, Elliot, 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 hey.
Come on down. How's it going?
Woo, woo, woo.
All right, what's up, guys? How you doing?
Good.
Rock on, rock on.
So, Elliot, why don't you tell our audience a little bit about yourself, where you're from, school, and what you're going to be doing for us today?
Well, I'm from the Dells. School is kind of cool. I mean, I was never good at it, so yeah. Today I'm gonna be rapping for y'all. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I'm excited to hear this. Elliot has sent in his beat, and he was actually one of our very first signups for the open mic. So I applaud the eagerness. Yes, you guys give it up for Elliot Payne.
Locksmith, your brain is the lock. My words, you lock picks. I speak to unlock it. I say what's out of pocket. Drop it, let it cook. I'm a crock potted, but I'm a cold product. I speak it truly raw. Don't care if I get jawed or maybe shot up. I'm the newest prophet, and you best acknowledge it. This ain't no power trip. You just took a sour sip and got hit with a mouse tip. Well, I took a flower hit, then we let Bowser rip. And most people I know, they was always fake. So I go MIA, and those who think they serve me, yeah, you really serve me like a bar and grill, straight off a bar rescue. So you far from skilled. Try your new character build, cause bar to bar I'll best you. You's overly stressed, dude, get some rest, dude. It's called the walk of shame, cause it's long and filled with pain, but it's part of this game. So sit back and observe this way that I work. I'm investing my worth into something it's worth. Rap is my turf, won't sit back and lurk. Fight for what I want, and I'll die and succeed. Propels me to proceed in this game that I breathe in ways you cannot see. It fuels me internally, want me to abandon it? I say fuck that, heal my wounds with bandages, as I barely manage it, cause I'm a damn man and shit. Ain't no rug rat.
Hey, give it up, give it up.
There's more.
No, I know, you got this.
Take shit into my hands as I forcefully expand my brand from man to man. I'm expanding my plans to see some clapping hands from here to Iran. I'll explode in Pakistan like a cannon unmanned that misfired the sand under where I stand. You even understand? I'll be known global, but for right now, I'm the lucky local. Practicing my vocals with my two bros, shooting up at Tuco. If you happen to know, then you happen to know.
Yo, yo, yo.
Give it up. Yes.
Yes,
Thank you,
Elliot.
guys.
Give
Thank
it
you.
up. Give
like to, you can stay up here, just chill, relax. Can you share your mic with Peter? Yeah. Mr. Collins, you have any constructive, positive feedback for our guest up here?
Well, first, how did you start getting into music?
Ever since I was super young, I grew up listening to rap. I think I was like 6, and I was on a long car ride, and had a Monster can, and I was freestyling into it, just because I was bored. And ever since then, it's just kind of been a passion of mine that I've been working towards.
Love
Yeah, I
it.
could definitely see the comfortability and how when you rap, it's like you know where you're going. So I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I would say you have a very solid sound.
Thank
Very,
you.
very much. Nothing about this sounds unprofessional. You sound like you've been doing this from birth.
Thank
Like-
you so much.
You sound very much like a cypher rapper. Like people.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you have a very like specific strength and attack behind the words that you're delivering. And I think whatever you've been doing to practice and hone in on that, keep at it because it sounds really, really cool.
Definitely will. Thank
Yes. For our friends out here that like to hear more about what you're doing, where's the best place that they can follow you at?
you. Right now I'm on SoundCloud. Look up Broken Souls. That's not my name, but that's what I'm under. So
I've said this last time before. What's the biggest piece of advice I can give to somebody for all of your social media platforms? Make all your names the same because you never wanted to make it difficult for somebody to find you. If somebody didn't hear that you were Broken Souls, they weren't, but they were like, oh, I heard this really dope song on this Facebook Live I was streaming past, and they
Right.
want to go back and they look and see that it says Elliot Payne, but they go to that. Always make sure all of your things are the same. Okay, you want to make people as easy to find you as possible. So that goes for your Apple Music page, your Instagram, your YouTube, your SoundCloud, everything. The easiest way to find me is Be Free to Music. The letter B, the word free, the number 2 music. It's also my website. So there's nothing you can't Google that I won't come up on. Okay, just a little word of advice.
rock on. Thank you.
Right, give it up for him, guys. Give it up for Emery. Elliot Payne, bringing the pain. I love it. So our next student that we are, make sure they're here. Yes, our next student is coming to us from Woodlands Blue Mound. They are going to be demonstrating their wonderful gift on guitar and vocals. And this is this young man right here. He's also in the 8th grade. I love that. Yes, because Music Lab is 14 and up, right? So it doesn't matter if you're not in high school yet. He's an emerging freshman that's going to be going to Ronald Reagan High School next year. So you guys, please give it up for Emery Wall. As Emery gets set up here. Give it up for Loaded the Sound Guy, y'all. Never a bad time to give applause to your sound music engineers. Awesome. How's it going?
It's going good. How
Yeah, I
about
was
you?
going to say it's a good mic for you. I'm good, thank you. Thank you for asking. Nobody ever asked me that. I am doing fine. So why don't you tell them, I told them a bit about you, but if there's anything else you want to share, like how long you've been doing this, and what you're going to be doing for us today.
I've been playing guitar for maybe 1.5 years.
Oh, okay, nice. And you're already on electric. I love this. Love this.
And I was sang when I was younger, but as I got older, I dropped out. I'm trying to get back into it recently.
Well, there's no better place to try that out than here. This is a welcome stage for everybody. So whether you performed before or never had the experience or trying to re-emerge it within what you're doing, this is a great space to be. Cool. So you're going to be sharing some original stuff with us today or a cover?
No, I'm going to be doing my cover of a cover. So,
Your cover of a cover?
yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm with it. You guys give it up, everybody, for Emery Wall.
broken to the heat. There's too much confusion, I can't get no relief. Businessmen, they drink my wine, plowmen dig my earth. Now level on the line, nobody of this earth. No reason to get excited. The thief with Congress gold. There are many here among us who feel that life is but a joke. But you and I, we've been through that, and this is not our fate. So let us not talk falsely now. The hour's getting late. All along the watchtower, Princess kept her view, while all the women came and went, their foot servants too. In the court distance, a wildcat did a growl. Two riders were approaching, and the wind begins to howl.
Well, I can't wait to see that recap footage. You know what I'm saying? Well, I have my own thoughts. I'm going to turn it over to Peter. If anything you'd like to share for our guest, since you all are two guitarists and all.
So you said a year and a half?
Wow. Right?
No, that's dope. That's amazing for a year and a half. How often do you practice?
A lot. Like, I think at least like 3, but I can get up to 5 some days. So.
Hours?
Oh,
Yep.
Oh, wow.
that's dope. That's dope. He's putting in them 10,000 hours quick.
Yes.
And I want to say too, it's not easy to get people to clap along. First of all, and that was your stage presence was really awesome, and like the fact that you could when you kind of started with the riff and then you sort of took a second, and you weren't afraid to just like hold that silence, and then you started the clap, and it was like, okay, here we go, and to keep people clapping the entire time is very rare.
It really is.
It's very hard,
Like,
and I know we have music students in here because the rhythm was exceptional. So that was awesome. Yeah. And the speaker, we were freaking out. That was dope.
No, my comment was going to be on the stage presence as well. Like, for you to, you've only been doing this for as long as you have. Like, I think you've definitely got a solid direction and foundation under you already. I'm a fan. I'm a huge fan. And I'm sure you got some new fans out here as well. As you continue to work on the music and you continue to create new music, if you ever have anything else that you want to share with us, you know you're welcome to come back and do so. Please do. Where can our friends follow you or keep up with you if they want to follow along with your journey?
I'm not really. I don't have a phone.
Maybe they should come back to Music Lab. Huh? I like the way that sounds. You guys give it up for Emery Wall.
Thank you.
Thank you. Me gusta. Very much. Awesome. So we have a variety of talent in here. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have some singers, we have some guitarists, and I am confident that this next person is going to wow you as well. They are coming to us from Milwaukee High School of the Arts. And if I'm not mistaken, yep, they are a senior. Kudos. And they're also going to be singing for us today on the stage. Please give it up for the wonderful Charlie Vandermolen. Oh, this way. The stairs. Yeah, don't go that way. Use the stairs. I tried that. It's not safe. Give it up, Charlie. She come down to the stage, guys.
Can I actually change what I'm doing?
Not right now.
Okay.
It's too late.
All right,
Sorry.
all right.
Only because we already have it preloaded. Do you want to hold your microphone while you sing?
Even if I play the piano?
Oh, that's fine.
All right.
Yes. I thought you thought about changing tracks. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, that's good. Thank you.
Well, you were already set, so I'm just going to get off the stage. You guys get up for Charlie.
Well, I am from Milwaukee High School of the Arts. I've kind of been singing my whole life, but I just recently started taking it really professionally and kind of looking as it as kind of like what I want to do with my life. It just makes me happy, and especially just being the people you meet when you perform, it's insane. It really creates these good bonds, right? All right. I've only been playing piano for a little bit, so. When the rain is blowing avenue. No, there is nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. The storms are raging on the rolling sea, and on the highway of regret. Oh, the winds of change are blowing wild and free. You ain't seen nothing like me yet. I could make you happy, make your dreams come true. Nothing that I wouldn't do. No, there's nothing that I wouldn't do to make you feel my love. To make you feel my love.
Yes, Charlie.
Thank you.
Oh, sure. First of all, one of my favorite songs ever, and you did a phenomenal job. Phenomenal. I was not expecting the piano to be as equally matched as the voice. Like, beautiful, beautiful job.
Thank you.
Peter, what's on your mind?
A couple of things. For you to have been playing for a little bit, that's pretty cool as well. And also, I love your voice. Your tone is pretty crazy. And I love how you really took your time with singing it. So it's like you gave time and space for the runs and so we can feel it. You know,
It was buttery.
no pun intended.
That is some buttery vocals. And when you hit those low notes, we were like, okay, alto, okay. And I feel like that comes from being very relaxed too. Like to be able to really like slide down to those notes in a very buttery way, you gotta let your voice just be free. And I think you did a really good job with that. So crushed it, girl. All right. Give it up. Give it up one more time. Give it up.
I'm always going to be biased, but yes. Give it up for Charlie, everybody. Woo! This next person coming down to the stage is also a student at Milwaukee High School of the Arts. They are a junior, if you will, and they're going to be singing something for us as well by another wonderful singer. Please give it up for Jaleel Carter. I like how y'all all sitting together, and I like how y'all all like so shocked to hear your name called.
Right.
It's like The Price is Right. Hey, Jaleel.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good.
I'm so excited. So Jaleel signed up for open mic, and when he put in his song choice that he's going to be doing today, I was like, oh, you better. Because this is one of my favorite songs of all time. Let's hear what it sounds like. It said it was I listened to it, it sounded like it was low enough. You concerned about the key?
No.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, you got it. And then, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Because, we can also do Acapulco.
Acapulco.
Yes.
Alrighty now.
Yes.
Acapulco.
All right. I'm excited to hear Jaleel. He's going to be, can you tell them what you're going to be performing for them today?
Did you see the karaoke track?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be performing My All by Mariah Carey. I forgot the key, but I know it's the male version.
It's the one. It's the one for you.
Yeah, it's the one for me. Yeah.
Yes. Jaleel Carter, everybody.
Yeah. No, it's good. Yeah. Take my time.
sleepless solitude tonight. If it's wrong to love you, then my heart just won't let me be right. 'Cause I'm drowned in you and I won't pull through without you by my side. I'd give my all to have just one more night with you. I'd risk my life to feel your body next to mine. 'Cause I can't go on living in the memory of us. I give my all for your love tonight. Baby, can you feel me? Imagining I'm looking in your eyes, I can see you clearly. Feel the leading days in my mind, and yet you're so far, like a distant star. I'm wishing on tonight. I'd give my all to have just one more night with you. I'd risk my life to feel your body next to mine. 'Cause I can't go on living in the memory of us. So I give my all for your love tonight. I give my all to have just one more night with you. I risk my life to feel your body next to mine. 'Cause I can't go on living in the memory of us. So I give my all for your love tonight. Give my all for your love tonight.
What were you even worried about? What were you, I don't get it.
Because I was going to sing, and I'm telling you I'm not going anywhere.
No, I got. Oh, that's what you was worried about. Oh no,
You got my
yes. My email comes in like my iPad, my phone, and my Mac. I get when people send me new stuff.
Well, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
I thought you were worried about the key or something. I was like,
no,
no, you
no,
got that.
No, not the key.
Oh my gosh! Wow. Peter.
Yes, tone. First of all, tone. Yeah, tone. I'm really appreciative of the heartfelt notes too. So when the notes where you kind of just like, for lack of better words, long notes, but those are the ones that were like heartfelt, and you were there. You were kind of like locked in with that. So yeah.
Yeah, I was a little nervous. It's my first time performing it without my music teacher, Mr. Robert.
What? You did so good. Can we give it up one more time for the first time performing? You were amazing. And what I love the most is the fact that the first chorus, you kept it a little light with the falsetto, you know, and then you hit us with the second chorus, and it was like, I got little goosebumps. And I also loved, you know, that you brought your hand out for that part too, and you started like using your body and everything. And I think for you, yeah, and I think going forward, like the more that you incorporate just like letting yourself dance with it too a little bit, but you are amazing and your tone is incredible. And those low notes too, I was like, let's go. But it was you understood the dynamics of a song and how to build it. So that was great. Yeah.
I'd like to also add, I can hear the foundation of your voice very well when you're doing the lower part of your range, because it's not really easy. If you're a classically trained student or you're learning classical, trying to find that balance between singing contemporary music and still maintaining the foundations of what you're being taught on how to properly use your voice can be hard. So the fact that you were able to maintain that, especially in your lower range, I think speaks volumes, especially for the education. Market High School of the Arts. Yeah, right. You guys, please give it up one more time for Jaleel Carter. Oh, Jaleel, if they want to find you and keep up with all the awesome stuff that you're doing, where can they follow you at?
222.j on all platforms. Love.
Ew, love it. Nice. Oh, so our next student that we have, we were able to connect with earlier this week during our visit to Grace's alma mater. So I am excited to bring to the stage a sophomore student who's going to be doing some guitar for us. So please welcome Percy Crackwell. I can't see anything up here. Like, I see, like, the first row. Yeah. Like, yeah. Like, I just imagine there are figures moving underneath all these lights. Percy's making his way down. Welcome. Give him some more applause, guys. Oh, yes. Got to be comfortable. I know that's right. That's going to be stuck in my head now. Yeah, take a deep breath. Yeah, for sure. This is a welcome space. Always. I always tell everybody, like, this is the perfect place to be because everybody has the same supportive energy. They just want you to see you do your best, right? Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
I'm nervous.
Oh, don't be. Guys, let's give him some positive energy. Take a deep breath in. Yeah.
Just take a couple breaths. Take a little couple breaths.
I'm going to tell you right now, I kind of play guitar, but not for real. So anything that you got coming out tonight, I'm sure it's going to be better than what I got going on. Be confident in your ability and know that you're here for a reason, okay? Percy, you have been playing for how long?
Since freshman year.
Freshman year? So last year?
Been about a year and a half.
Nice. Cool. Are you self-taught or do you take lessons?
Well, Pius has a great guitar class, so I've been taking lessons there.
Okay. So you Pius with your education year. Yeah, cool. So I'm excited that you decided to perform for us today. What are you going to be sharing with the audience?
It's a song that I made. It's called Welcome to the River.
An original composition, guys. How fitting for a music lab whose theme is music composition. It was almost like we did it on purpose. All right? You guys, please give a wonderful, rousing applause to Percy Crackwell.
I just want to see my feelings away. Oh, Lord knows it's been a horrible day. I just might see myself away. And maybe you'll have a better day. Our love will find its way back to us, baby. Will you just have some trust? The river will come wash away our tears, but darling, just in case, I know Welcome to the river. Please help me deliver a lovely day, a lovely day. Welcome to the river. Please help me deliver a lovely day, a lovely day. Oh, my lovely river, please help me deliver love across the river. Another day, another day, another day, another day. Why can't we just have our own way? And maybe it will be such a nice day. The river will wash all our tears away. And then can't we just have a day where we won't be far away? Vera says let's just take our time. I'm ready for what they call a crime. Here goes. Welcome to the river. Please help me deliver another day, another day. Welcome to the river. Please help me deliver a lovely day, a lovely day. Please help me deliver all across the river. Welcome to the river. Another day, another day, another day, another day. I'll go away, flow away, I'll go away. I'll be there.
You know what's funny? When he first started, I thought he was gonna go kiss me. Oh, yeah, the wilted barley. It sounded like Six-Man Key. Yeah, yes, before your time. But wow, I just want to say you guys are all dope too. Like I can feel you guys' energy in the claps, and I can feel it bouncing off of the stage. It was like a synonymous effort here, just being able to show Percy how awesome he is. Right? This was dope. I personally am a huge fan of the chord choices, but I also really love your wordplay. I think that being able to have stuff that's easy for people to remember is going to make for a catchy song for them to sing back along with, right? Welcome to the river. Please help me deliver. See, look at that. Look at that. A lovely day.
Please help me deliver lovely day. Lovely day.
Look at that. You done made a whole remix. Look at us covering your song, bro. That's so hot. That's so great. That was beautiful. It was really beautiful. Thank you for sharing that with us. I know it takes a lot to get up here and share something so intimate, so we appreciate allowing us into your space for that. Cool. Ooh, yo.
Oof, I messed up a lot.
It was beautiful. Yeah, sincerely.
One of the coolest things too is seeing you and just reminiscing on the time when I started writing with guitar. And the coolest thing, so I can definitely completely see the vision of the song. And for me, I heard no gaps or anything like that. So I saw the entire vision, and it's a dope song. So, of course, it's mad catchy. So, and we were singing, I'm like, that's a dope melody. And, I would probably be humming that for a while. So, right.
Yeah. And you really have this amazing presence, it's like, you do that thing that Peter does where it's like it becomes very focused, and quiet, and sort of like everything sort of slows down, and you kind of suck everyone into your presence because you're very vulnerable, and you're willing to share yourself with people, and that's really cool. And I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all night. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
Love it. I'm happy. Please come back. Continue. Anything new you guys are working on, anything that you're creating, like you are welcome to have this space to test it out and try it out on our audience. This is the best way to gain performance experience too, right? When an audience, a non-judgmental audience that's just here to listen to what it is you have to share. So thank you so much. Give it up for Percy, everybody. Oh, wait. Where can they find you at if they want to keep up with you?
You can find me at DJ Scorn 125.
Yo, give it up for Percy, everybody. Percy Crockwell. Our next performer is also a Pius student. They happen to be a senior. And they are a vocalist. They're going to be sharing their gifts with us on this stage today. Please give a rousing welcome to Lillian Alberg. Yes.
Yeah, hold it.
There you go. How's it going, Lillian?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Awesome. Thank you for being here with us. Yeah. You look very snazzy.
Thank you.
I like your digs. Yes, I do.
you.
So, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you're going to be doing for us today?
Yeah, so I go to Pius. I'm a senior. And today I'm going to be singing Alone by Heart. And this song, it's funny. So my dad's in an 80s band. And I subbed for their female vocalist one time, and we did this song, and I thought it'd be fun to share today.
Nice. We got a professional up here on stage. I love it. Cool. I can't wait to hear. You guys give it up one more time for Lillian Alberg.
I'm lying here, the room's pitch dark. I wonder where you are tonight. No answer on the telephone. And I'm just so very slow. And I hope that you won't let me go alone. Till now, I
random question. Do you listen to Celine Dion?
Yeah.
I feel like the high part of your range very much reminds me of her.
Oh my God.
It's really giving. It's really giving.
Oh, that's
sincerely.
such a compliment. Thank you.
Yes. Peter.
Oh gosh. Yes, professional. I was extremely professional, and I guess for me, just keep going, keep growing, because I can definitely see it's going somewhere pretty good. So, yeah, like bodied that.
Yeah, he turned to me and was like, okay, professional. And you know, how you were able to, you know, bring us in with you in those quiet parts and then just hit it in the chorus, but then bring it back down. I think that's when, yeah, I'm very comfortable. And I think, you know, we love when you like, you know, rolled your shoulders back. You're like, here it comes, you know? And yeah, I would say just keep going. It's so cool that your dad's in a band. I can tell that you have a father in a band, like, and that you performed on stage before, you know? And I think too, especially as a singer, when you're like singing with the track, sometimes it can feel intimidating when there's like a guitar source, because you don't have something to react to. Like if there's a guitar, you get to like, you know, get on your knees and be like, yeah, sing. But don't be afraid to, in those moments, like react to the track, you know, in ways that you might if it was live. But also, you know, as the track is ending, you can, because you're really good at like holding the moment. And as the track is ending and there's no more vocals, you just kind of like hold it there right until the end. And then it's the claps, you know what I mean? And I think like you crush that. So yeah, killing it. Let's go.
you.
Hi, XI, okay.
So Lillian, where can our friends keep up with you if they want to see your next performance or see what your musically got going on or just say hi?
Yeah, my Instagram and Facebook are both just Lillian Allberg. So yeah.
Love it, love it. Give it up for Lillian, everybody. See, this is why we need to have the budget for a live band on stage all the time, because then you can play them off. Yeah, that would have been appropriate. Welcoming to the stage next, another Pius student. I'm seeing a common theme here. I love it. A junior, if you will, gonna be singing and playing some acoustic guitar for us. Please welcome to the stage, Charlie Elliott. Can I just say, every guitarist that has got up here has just had the look. Y'all really have the look of a guitar, of a music. You've got the look. Like,
I think
yes.
it comes with the territory.
Uh-huh.
It's
So
the
enough
guitar.
cooking in my book. Before your time. It's Prince. Don't worry about it. Yes.
Sorry, I just gotta set up a metronome in my ear. I downed a cappuccino over at Collectivo very foolishly, so I'm like buzzing with caffeine.
That's what you're gonna have playing in your ears.
That's why I got these.
This is amazing. This is a music lab first. I love it. Self-controlled and contained tempo.
Well, that's also why I'm sitting down, because if I stand up, I'll start dancing. And then
Well, Charlie, yeah, I'm just gonna go.
Oh no, I'll get off tempo. It'll be a mess. Don't worry. So a really wonderful musician came to town the other night on Wednesday. Her name is Ani DeFranco. And my mom loved her in college, and I got really into her. And this past week, I was listening to all of her catalog. And all of the songs I started to write kind of started to exude this very Ani style. Aggressive guitar, really potent lyrics, just full of lots of poetry. So, yeah, this is a song I threw together. I finished it like half an hour ago. So, we're going to see how this goes. If I mess up or forget, I'll stop and then just kind of go back to where I was. But yeah, here we go. She want the way of everything too beautiful for permanence. One muggy day cauterized the wound and started breathing in. So slit your wrists and bleed. Forget who you're supposed to be. Dumb knuckles dancing free. Dancing free. Nihilistic creep, watching milk curdle soft and sour. these empty pockets, dying morning flower. So cross them off the list of things that you said you'd miss. If you ain't shit, then you're full of it. And I will be here tending to broken glass until you find the right words to say. Tender but all too fast until you find the way too beautiful. Sorry, I'm all sick. And I will be here tending to broken glass until you find the right words to say. Pockets emptied, tender but all too fast, until you went the way too beautiful. And I will be here tending to broken glass until you find the right words to say. Cut the callous, fight the fear, tender but all too crass, until you went the way too beautiful. Thank you.
Let me be the first to say that we're going to see this young person on the stage at Turner Hall someday. I believe so. I'm speaking it into existence, therefore it shall happen. That's right. Come on, metronome. Yes. Peter.
Okay, so how long have you been playing and singing at the same time?
A while. This song has more interesting rhythms than I'm used to, so bringing it together was a little tough. But I usually write when I play and I sing along, and I play at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, because I can feel the connection between you and your guitar.
Thank you. Yeah.
As somebody who recognizes that, because I have my own connection with my guitar, so it's really cool to see that in other people.
Thank you. Yeah.
So I really love that song, by the way. It's dope.
And I definitely
Very rustic vibe.
Right? Yeah, and I hear Ani DeFranco for sure in that,
Oh,
and I
sweet,
love
yeah.
and the I love too like when you sat on the stool and you were able to just like get into story time right away, like let us know what the song's about, and you're very comfortable on stage, and that sort of chill comfortability, if that's a word, like brings us into the performance right away.
Sure.
But you're amazing. The lyrics, the guitar playing, and I love when you kind of ripped off the headphones too,
Well,
and you're
yeah,
like,
it was
enough of this. But you're dope, and I definitely see you on Turner Hall stage for sure
sure.
too.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
you crushed
Appreciate
it. Good job.
Love you. Thanks, guys.
Where can they find you at? Where can they find you at if they want to keep up with you?
Well, I just deleted Instagram, but I have some music that's still on there if you go to Charles_LLTT. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Awesome. Woo! The talent, and the talent again. Speaking of talent, we're going to welcome our next Pius student up here. Pius has just been in the house. I love it. This young lady is a junior and also a musician of all sorts who's coming to us today in the form of music composition. Please give it up for Kate Mills. Welcome, Kate.
Hi.
Kate's going to go have a seat at the piano so she can have the closest extension to the chord that the music's going to be playing through her phone. So while they're getting set up, I'm going to go ahead and give you the background. Kate is going to be sharing an original composition that she made via GarageBand. So we're going to get a look at what her original music sounds like, and we're going to listen intently and comfortably and give it up for Kate Mills. always like to get my hot takes. So I felt like I was inside of a video game. Yes. I really did. And I say that with the utmost respect, because first of all, there is a whole field and career of people who specifically compose music for video games because they're able to capture that same intensity and the levels because you want to be able to see what's going on with the game and have that reflected in the music. I loved it.
Thank you.
There is a group here in Milwaukee that you should be familiar with. Their name is Immortal Girlfriend.
Yeah.
You know of them?
I've heard their name before.
Awesome. So they're friends of mine, Kevin and Will Bush, and they specialize in this kind of music, especially with the synthesizers. They actually just had one of their songs featured in the soundtrack for Wednesday on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah. So I think they would be really awesome people for you to just connect with. They have a show coming up on February 10th that you might be able to go to. We'll connect. Yeah. But really sounds awesome.
Thank you.
Peter.
I mean, that kind of.
Yeah, give it up, guys.
That kind of.
Oh, wait. Peter has some things to say.
That kind of goes hand in hand with like what I was thinking as well, because aside from video games, I definitely see that. But depending on also the instruments used, the way the song is structured, can also go in like movies and like credits, all that type of stuff. Like so, I could see a lot of placement for that, like, and the way how it, it feels. So yeah.
Yes, being able to specifically score for cinema and television and things is a huge. I think that definitely has a place there.
Agree to all that. And I want to see Emery and Lillian and you make a song together because I could just see there was like a little bit of 80s elements in there and you doing some like soaring vocals and then we get a crazy guitar solo. So this is my push for you guys to collaborate.
I love it. I love it, which is what we're about. Okay, Kate, where can they find you at?
So I have a SoundCloud. It's Kate Mills. And then I have an Instagram that's Earth to Kate. And then same thing for Facebook.
Nice. I hope this sound goes on the SoundCloud soon.
I think it's actually already. Yeah,
oh,
it's already
bet.
on there.
Oh, okay, so we can go listen on our own leisure. I love it. Guys, give it up for Kate Mills.
Thank you.
Okay, just a couple more people we're gonna squeeze in here. So this next singer, we actually got to hear from her way back in 2020, in February of 2020, right before the shutdown, right before the Coco came and messed everything up. But we also got to share in her gifts because she was also performing on our virtual open mics very often. Has a beautiful gift, had one then, and I'm sure it's still going now. I'm excited to welcome her back to the stage. Please welcome Terrion McBride. The stairs ain't over there. You gonna hurt yourself. Yes, come on. Hi. Welcome back. Give it up for her, guys. It's been a long time. Terriana is a junior at Rufus King High School. Whoop, whoop. You can, yeah. She wants to sit. Yeah, so get her a stool. Oh. You guys are just taking me out. All right. Tell them what you're about, Terrion.
Hi, guys. My name is Terrion. I've always wanted to have, like, a special story, like, how I started music, but I don't have one. I don't know. I've grown up in church, so it's like church is where I started singing, and, like, that's just what I'm most comfortable with. So that's what I'll be singing for you today, a gospel song. It's called Reckless Love. Yeah. Yep. Before I spoke word, you were singing over me. You have been so good to me. Yeah, before I took a breath, you breathed your life in me. Yeah, you have been so kind to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. Still, you give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, reckless love of God, a reckless love of God. When I was your foe, still your love fought for me. Hey, you have been so good to me. When I felt no worth, you paid it all for me. Yeah. Oh, you have been so good to me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, it chases me down, fights till I'm found, leaves the 99, and I couldn't earn it, I don't deserve it. You give yourself away. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, reckless love of God, reckless love of God. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Hey, there's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, no lie you won't tear down, coming after me. There's no shadow you won't light up, mountain you won't climb up, coming after me. There's no wall you won't kick down, a lie you won't tear down, coming after me. Oh, the overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God. Oh, the overwhelming, reckless, ending, reckless love of God. Oh, the overwhelming, reckless, ending, never-ending love of God. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, ah, ooh, oh, no. Oh, reckless love of God. Reckless, reckless, God. Reckless, reckless love of God.
It's hard to break the spirit of reverence, you know what I mean? Peter, if you will.
I love how you made it your own.
Thank you.
That's really cool. Like, the originality is really dope. I would love to see a lot of you giving yourself a lot more to the song too. Because in those moments when you did, it's like it was like an explosion for my ears and for everybody else and for how we felt and everything. So yeah, I would love to see more of that. So
Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, because that was really beautiful and like very healing, you know, like, and I think I felt the originality too. Like you have this, obviously the gospel and the soul and all of that, and the runs are crazy, by the way. It was like, oh my God. But the fact that a lot of those choices and runs and stuff, I could tell were coming from just the moment and spirit, right? Like it's not like you had practiced that moment necessarily. It was all, a lot of it was improvising because of what you were feeling, and that's why it was so healing to watch that. And I also love there's almost like an alternative like quality too that makes it very unique. So I just really see your originality and your artistry, and it was really beautiful. So thank you.
Yeah. And in the beginning, you said that you didn't have like a special story of how you got there, because that definitely is a special story of how you started to come. Singing in churches definitely count. So you could own that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Taryana, thank you for coming back and sharing your gift with us.
Thank you for having me.
Huh?
Thank you for having me.
Of course. Where can they find you if they like to keep up with you?
Just Terryon, and I know to spell my name out is really hard. It's Terrrhyon.
There you go. Listen, give it up for Terryon, everybody. Beautiful. All right, we have one more student who's going to close out the open mic for us. And for anybody that was on the list, you are not being skipped on purpose. We just have to get out here before we can pay our bills on time, all right? So if anybody that did not get a chance to perform today, obviously you are going to get first precedence when we come back in February. And I will talk more about that because you're going to get put on the list first. So please do not stray. This young lady is a junior in Milwaukee High School of the Arts that's also going to be singing for us. I'm very excited to welcome to the stage Lily Elan Edmond. Hello there.
Thank you.
How's it going, Lily? Good. No pressure, but every person I know named Lily can sing. I think that's interesting. I think that's really interesting. So I'm sure that today will be very lovely.
I hope so too.
Right. So what are you going to be sharing for us today?
I'm going to sing Heather from Conan Gray, just a little bit of a higher key for y'all. Just like thought a chill song so I can relax.
Nice, nice. And I got the chill vibe enough for you already, so bet. I love it. You guys give it up for Lily.
I still remember the 3rd of December, me in your sweater. You said it looked better on me than it did you. Only if you knew how much I liked you. But I watch your eyes as she walks by. What a sight for sore eyes, brighter than the blue sky. She's got you mesmerized. Will I die? Why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater. It's just polyester, but you like her better. I wish I were Heather. Watch as she stands there, you holding her hand. Put your arm around her shoulder. Now I'm getting colder, but how could I hate her? She's such an angel, but then again, kinda wish she were dead as she walks by. Oh, what a sight for sore eyes, brighter than the blue sky. She's got you mesmerized. Will I die? Oh, why would you ever kiss me? I'm not even half as pretty. You gave her your sweater. It's just polyester. gave her your sweater. I know it's just polyester, but you like her better. I wish I were.
What I tell you about them lilies, right? Seriously, Peter.
Keep calling me like that. I love your style.
Thank
Your vocal style is really dope, and in certain parts, like you were singing that song like it was yours. So I was like, wait, is this? Oh yeah, this is a cover.
Appreciate
so,
it.
yeah.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Like you were really singing the words. You know what I mean? Like you were telling the story. I got goosebumps a couple times, like because I was just hearing the story that you were telling, and I feel the same way. Like if I didn't know that song, which I do know the song, but I'm also old, so I don't like totally know the song. But I would think it's your own song. And do you do like theater and stuff too? Are you into that or not so much?
Every now and then.
Every now and then.
Working on the music.
Are you?
What?
Okay. 'Cause
She said every now and then.
every now and then. But you also have like, not only do you have an amazing like pop and soul R&B voice, and obviously your whole style's amazing. You got the whole artist package. You know what I'm saying? But you also have this like very musical theater presence about you, where like you're really able to tell the story in that. I could just see you being really good in musicals as well. So you crushed it, girl. You're amazing. Yeah. Good job.
I'm irritated because there is this, not only because I can't remember the name of this young lady that went to arts a couple of years ago, who you remind me so much of. Once I find out what her name is, I'm gonna Instagram you, huh? Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Ebony Lauren. Come on now. No, you just. Yes, you guys have such similar styles, and both of you are equally breathtaking in your approach and voice.
Thank
and
you.
Thank you for allowing us to share in that.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Of
I'm really glad I
course.
got to come do this. So.
Where can they find you at?
It's Lily, so Lily, and then Elan, but with the 0, so it's EL0N.
So, and I'm going to be tagging every single person that performed tonight on Instagram if they have one. So if you're unsure of where to find them or you just want to find out their names, then make sure you follow us at GW Music Lab, and you can find out how to get to them. Cool. Please give it one more time for Lily, guys.
What's the musical, by the way?
It's called Urinetown.
Oh, you're in town. Okay, yeah, I know that. Okay, cool.
Just so modest.
Amazing.
Sometimes the musicals.
Yo, get up for Lily and everyone one more time.
Give it up for this full amount of talent we have had today. My goodness. Gosh, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing with us. And please make sure you keep on coming back because we do this every month throughout the school year on the last Friday, right?
And can we give it up for Be Free one more time?
For sure. For sure.
And I know you heard her singing little moments here and there, but Be Free is a ridiculous artist, amazing vocalist. She plays flute too. Lizzo commented on her TikTok. Okay, everyone, like what? Humble brag for her. But just definitely check out Be Free. Thank you. And yeah,
and y'all already know how Grace get down. You already know how Grace get down. Make sure you follow her at Grace Weber Music, right? Grace
well,
Weber.
at Grace Weber, but yeah.
Dope.
No, yeah.
This is a Grammy Award-winning artist on this stage, guys. Okay, can get into it, yeah. All right, I'm going to zoom through these real quick because we are cut on time. Giveaways. I'm going to call your name. I'm going to tell you what you got. Don't come get them till we're done. All right? Keep it moving. First one, T-shirt. Oh, Lord, what's her name?
Jade.
Is it a Jade in here?
Jade?
Is there a Jade?
Oh, they left.
All right,
Okay,
next
well,
one. T-shirt. Terrence?
Terrence.
Is there a Terrence?
Terrence!
All right. Terrence has a T-shirt. Stay there. You're going to get it after we get done with everything so we can make this easier and fast. Next T-shirt.
Emery. Let's
Woo!
go. Woo!
Music Lab hoodie.
Jay.
Who's Jay?
Jay.
That could be anybody.
Anyone?
Music Lab hoodie part 2.
Charlie with a heart. Who put a heart? Yeah,
there we go.
Yay.
All right.
All
Now,
right.
the other thing. Our sponsors from Ian's Pizzeria have given us 5 coupons for a free slice A free slice if you go to any of their 3 locations. So I'm just going to call out names. I don't care who gets it. Jaleel Carter. Devontae? Is there a Devontae here? No? Jonah. Congratulations, Jonah. Kennedy Lynch. Kennedy here? You're right, Kennedy. That's 3. Number 4. Kiana McPike. Is she here? Number 4 going again. Sky? Hey. Yeah, hey. And last but not least, Amari Bolton. Yes. Please remember what we said you got, all right? And we will give you your prizes and collect them over on the side here when we're finished. We have one more amazing performance from our amazing guests. Please welcome back to the stage, Peter Collins.
Woo! And everyone, just give your love to Peter for not only performing us today, but giving his feedback and really sharing all his musical knowledge with you guys. So give it up, give it up, give it up.
As he gets set up, I want to remind you guys, 1, please make sure you filled out your surveys that you picked up on the way in. You can leave them near the table on the way out. We'll grab them. It's important for us to get feedback from you on how lab is going so we can improve it and keep it strong. Also, next month, February 24th, the last Friday, we're going to be joined by the wonderful India Shawn. And if you do not know who she is an amazing vocalist currently signed to Rock Nation, and she's going to be coming here and sharing her gifts with us as well. So you definitely make sure you want to come back, all right? Tell a friend. If you had fun today, tell a friend. GW Music Lab is happening, and it's free. Come on now. Peter Collins, everybody.
So dope. I'm excited to see where you guys go.
Love will take over. Let love take over. You can take authority over your life. Encourage yourself. Don't stop the fight. You've got this. Oh, keep going, keep fighting, and know that you've got this. Keep going, keep fighting, and know
joy and life and life and light into your lives.
Thank you guys. You guys are dope.
And this has been another wonderful presentation of Grace Weber's Music Lab. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a good night, everybody on Facebook. Thank you. Now, before y'all go, come up on stage, we can take a picture.